T. She's planned a holiday for her and her family. There's 4 of them. They've paid for all the tickets and everything like that, but they're just wondering really how expensive it is there, so like for food, etc., and how much money would they need to take.
It depends on the person.
If you can go with more money than you need, you'll just have you'll have an amazing time anyway. But if you've got like one less worry about money on your mind, it's really good. In your theme parks generally, it's quite expensive food. If you're in a hotel where you get breakfast, absolutely stuffing yourself. Eat as much as you can. Nick some muffins and some bananas and stuff, and just take that with you. Just take some little snacks with you so it keeps you fueled throughout the day, and then just eat Subway or somewhere else.
Subway! Big Guy Duncan asks, hey guys, you guys do awesome vids, but why don't you get in more of the videos? Have people hold the cam for you, like the one where you two are walking down the main street. I don't really want to just say, excuse me, will you hold the video? Hey, so we're here now, you know, I could just go, so we're here now.
In saying that though, the Disney parks, the staff are more than happy to take a picture or a video.
The staff are really good.
I think the main reason we didn't do that is I, believe it or not, I'm really shy. I get embarrassed over the tiniest things.
But yeah, you can dance in public. Adam MJ asks...
Well, wait. MJ. Awesome. Adam MJ. You are awesome.
That's pretty awesome. So
it was Adam MJ.
He asks, would you rather stay in a really expensive hotel on Disney property or in a cheaper motel style on iDrive? It depends. How much money we have. If we could afford it, then Disney hotel every time.
For me, I would rather save £600, £700, stay elsewhere, get a car and spend that £500 on stuff like this to bring back. So Nicole D asks, what's been your best holiday ever and why? Without a shadow of a doubt, gotta be Florida.
This is just some pictures.
Obviously you've seen Paris, you've seen Florida twice, we've been in Spain, we go to a few holidays in the UK, but without a shadow of a doubt, Florida.
I was lucky enough when I was younger to go abroad every year. I did go to Florida when I was 8 or 10.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made, 4 hands and then away, both under influence. We had divine sense to know what to say. Mind is a razor blade.
We've been to Dominican Republic and loads of little things like Turkey, Greece, blah blah blah. But Florida, without doubt.
I was really lucky. I got to go to places like Mablethorpe and Skegness.
I don't diss them, they're pretty cool.
So we've got a few questions now about us. So Carissa W first asked, how did we meet each other?
We met at work, we both worked in a call centre, and I saw him and I was like, he's beautiful, I want to know him. I got my friend at the time to ask him his name, because if I get his name I could look him up on the work system, I could email him directly.
Using work systems.
So he asked him, he came back and he just went, Jeff. I went, what? He was like, Jeff. And I was like, no, seriously, what's his name?
That young man, not that 90-year-old man.
Yeah, I was like, no, seriously, what's his name? He was like, Jeff. I'm like, come on, stop pulling my leg, tell me his name. He's like, it's Jeff. So I was like, oh, okay.
So, I'll now tell you my point of view. So, I'm sat taking calls and I keep looking over at this girl. I'm just like giving her the eye. And, every time I give her the eye, there was a big guy giving me the eye back. but not the same kind of eye.
That was my mate.
I didn't know any of them. I just seen this big guy looking at me every time I looked at this girl, and I'm thinking, oh no, is that his girlfriend? And next thing I know, I go to toilet or for a drink, and I get back, and my friend says to me, that guy's just asked what your name is. So I'm like, oh no, he's seen me. But obviously we just found out my name for Steph. So that was the first time we met. Carrying on from that, Claire F asks, how did I propose? I took her in this hot air balloon, and then we gave her a big speech about how I loved her, and then I took her to Paris and went, no, none of that.
No, you didn't.
Whatsoever. I'm quite traditional, so I spoke to Steph's dad first and just made sure everything was okay, and he was happy to do it. We did get engaged quite early on, about 6 months in. Yeah, just over 6 months in, and it was on Christmas Day.
Yep, we proposed Christmas Day. We'd just finished watching Little Mermaid.
How fitting is that?
So I was already emotional because that film makes me cry at the end when she says goodbye to her dad. It makes me cry every single time. And we're in my bedroom, and we were both already sat on the floor, so he didn't need to get on his knees, and he just kind of went, well, I asked him, because we'd talked about it, meaning he'd asked my dad, and I says, right, and he goes, so, will ya? And I'm like, crying my eyes out, like, unbelievably crying my eyes out. And I blubbered yes.
Gemma M asks a few questions. You gonna make this quick fire round?
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
So, ready?
Yes, ready.
When are you two getting married?
When we've got enough money, it'll be years yet.
Have you started planning?
No, we've got no money.
How long have you been together?
5 years in May.
How do you meet? We just answered that.
Yeah,
So, and then she also asks, least favourite park?
Least favourite park? Wet and
This is
Wild.
gonna be quick!
Wet and Wild. Because it was spring break kind of thing and went and it ruined it a bit.
Most favourite park?
Magic Kingdom.
Rob M also wants to have that he thinks we should get married in Florida.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Agreed? Agreed all around? Sarah C says, Steph, why are you so scared of riding all the rides?
I have got issues and I'm afraid of pretty much anything that I'm not in control of my whole life. That makes sense, does it? Like flying, airplanes, I'm afraid of that because I'm not in charge of my life. Rides, roller coasters, I'm not in charge of my... Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's that I'm not in charge of me. Because like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything like that. I don't live on the edge. I'm very mellow.
She also asks if it bothers me that you don't got it. Not really, no, because they have single rider lines, so I get right to the front.
Really? I didn't know that.
On some rides, yeah. So Sarah's daughter's called Layla, and she likes to watch our videos, so...
Hello!
Love you, Layla!
Hi!
Sean H asks, when we go back to Florida, does Steph promise to go on a roller coaster?
Yes.
And it's not going to be like the flight of the hippogriff or something, or it's just like...
I went on that and it freaked me out. I'd probably put a voting poll on our Facebook page, and I'll let you choose what I go on.
Cracking.
If we can go back.
Go crack.
Someone also asked me on our donation page, if they donate, will I promise to go on Tower of Terror? I will go on Tower of Terror, and I will record it because it will be quite a sight. Elizabeth V asks, is there any point while you were in Florida that you became overcome with emotion that you cry? I ask this because I know when I see the castle I will shed a tear. Hope you're both well. Yes, we're both well, thank you. Yes, I cry when I go to Florida. I cried when I watched the fireworks and they played When You Wish Upon a Star. I also cried in Paris, actually, when the parade was on. I shed a tear, just because it was so Disney and I felt a little bit like I was back in Florida.
I cried when I had to use my Benjamin Franklin.
What?
My $100 bill. So, Paul B asked, what's your favourite Disney podcast?
Well, Diz After Dark, of course.
Karen GT asked, what park will you visit first and why?
Every time, Magic Kingdom. First day we go to Magic Kingdom.
Every Florida holiday has to start and end with Magic Kingdom.
We go the first day and don't watch the fireworks, and then the last day and do watch the fireworks.
It is truly Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's magic.
Magical. Have a magical day. Rob M says, what did you call your adorable Pixar lady dog in the end? So this little girl is Pixar. Hello. Say hello.
It is Pixar.
Yeah. So, Lee T has got one simple question. Men in Black or Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger? So the Buzz Lightyear game, I won. I ended up with like 99999. Steph weren't really playing, she was just too busy recording, so she didn't really play, so she didn't get any points. However, Men in Black, Steph absolutely beat me.
My favourite was Buzz Lightyear. Men in Black made me feel slightly sick.
I enjoyed getting a lolly with a scorpion in after the Men in Black ride.
Yeah, if you're on our, if you've subscribed to our vlog page, there's a video where he eats that, and it's just a lolly with a scorpion in it.
Georgia B and Lauren W asked, what was your favourite ride in Florida?
Another difficult one. I like the Jaws ride, and I like the Twister. I know there'll be one I forgot.
For me, Kraken was one of the best roller coasters. It's quite an old one, Kraken, isn't it? But
yeah.
It's really good. It's got everything you need: twists, turns, loops, corkscrews, everything. It's really fast, so Kraken's awesome. But there's so many different kinds of rides. Like, that's the roller coaster, but there's themed roller coasters. I went on Mummy Ride and that was awesome because there were bits where you thought you were going to hit the wall and there were flames everywhere, so it was a roller coaster but indoors, so that was pretty awesome. But then you've got rides like, not even rides, just little attractions like Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
The laughter floor, which is just hilarious.
That's awesome,
it's just amazing. It's so clever how it's done. You've got 3D, which is some of the best 3D I've seen anywhere in the world.
The Bugs Life thing where the little bugs run under your seat
Yeah.
and stuff. I enjoy the rides where you go in and it's hardly a ride, if you know what I mean. Like E.T. where you're having a look around kind of thing. It's not fast.
Do you like the Popeye water rapids?
Yeah, I like the Popeye one, even though I got soaked.
Yeah, you get very well. Not just a little bit, very well. So, Lauren W also asks, have you got any tips for first-time travellers? I would always recommend getting a car, just to get about, to see, go to different restaurants. Oh yeah, obviously if you can drive, but so you can go to different restaurants, you can go to other attractions like Ripley's Believe It or Not, Gatorland,
Golf.
things. Yeah, mini golf. So there's lots of things other than the main parks that you can do, and it's good to spend like half days, so you can relax for half day and then go to one of these little places.
Lauren W asks, is there any other place we would like to travel or visit? I know Jess. Straight away, he is dying to go to Vegas. Vegas, Vegas, Vegas. He won't shut up at Vegas. I would like... There's a couple of places, and it's really difficult because if I had a load of money, I'd want to go back to Florida. But I'd want to see other things as well. I want to see the ice caps before they melt, and Maldives. And I wouldn't mind going on a safari in Kenya.
For me, other than Vegas, I want to go to Lauren W's house. So, the last one. So finally we've got a question asked by a few of you. Sarah R and Rob M, who both ask what our all-time favourite Florida memory is.
That's an hard one. The whole thing is a perfect memory, so it's really difficult to pick out bits. Disney Quest. I often miss Disney Quest. I'd say the most out of everything. I miss Disney Quest the most, and I'm not sure why that is.
But like I said, for me, my favourite moment, again, it is really hard to say, but whenever I think of Florida, the first one that comes to my head is driving down I-4, driving down the highway, because every time we drove down that road it was because we were going to one of the Disney parks. So one of the most amazing times ever. So that's all.
Thank you everybody who asked questions.
Really sorry if we have missed any of your questions though.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional.
But we really appreciate all your support you've given us so
Yeah,
far.
all your likes and nice comments honestly mean the absolute world to us, and we appreciate them all. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you real soon. Woo-hoo!